good afternoon, Russell of Hotels, going live just for a couple minutes. You guys know how I do it. Today is Wednesday or Hump Day. So hope you guys are doing well. Wednesday, January 7th to be exact. This is the daily check-in with Russell of Hotels. You know I do this Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So today being Wednesday, of course, I'm doing it, right? So everything's on. I think the chat is on. As you notice, I didn't do an intro today. I'm trying something different because someone told me a couple days ago that you'll get more views potentially. You know how algorithms change on all these different platforms that we use. If you just use just straight up, and I'm using my camera which is vertical. Okay, so I'm using my camera phone, which is vertical, right? So that's one thing. And then also, I'm not putting anything on the screen. I'm not taking anything away from me just talking, right? So there's no logo. As you notice, there's no logo. Today, I'm not going to show any hotels because I just want to see if this is true, if I'll get more, I guess, views or whatever in the next, let's say the next 24 hours. I mean, not necessarily on the live, but maybe on the replay. So I'm gonna check it out and see. But let me just make sure that we are on. I'm supposed to be on what is it, Instagram too. Let me hold on one second. Did I do something wrong? Did I not do this? Did I not do this? Oh my goodness. Let's see. Hold on. I must have did something wrong. Hold on. Let me. No, I didn't do anything wrong. But for whatever reason, it disappeared. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's see. Let's make sure the key's still there. Yeah, it's still in there. Okay. Let's see. Can I? But it's not letting me go connect stream software to go live. It's not allowing me to go. Well, you know what? It's always something, right? But anyway, I'm live on, well, I thought I was live on Instagram, but I am not because it's not allowing me to do that. Oh, hold on. You know what? I'm going to try this again. Hold on one second. I'm going to try this again. I'm going to try this again to see if it is. The key is, yeah, the stream is in there. See, I mean, there's so many things you got to do in order to go live sometime. I mean, everything was working perfectly a while ago. But anyway, so live on LinkedIn and YouTube. I mean, I guess that's it today, right? So I was going to limit it just to the three things, but let me see if I can add another channel since I'm not able to do that one for whatever reason. I'm gonna put in we're gonna throw in TikTok and see if TikTok says offline. Oh my gosh. You know what? Anyway, whatever. So anyway, if you're on if you're on LinkedIn or YouTube, feel free to make your comments. Just go to chat, type in the chat. The chat will come to me and I will put them on the screen in real time. Okay. Well, yeah, I'll do that because it's all about engagement, right? So regardless of what I'm trying to do, it's all about engagement. So I don't have a lot to talk about today. The daily check-in is just basically, give you updates on what's going on with me and what I'm working on. I've been working on, well, I don't even know if this is going to even happen because sometimes people will send you, information about, I need you to help me with a hotel. I need you to find this. I need you to find that. And sometimes they don't follow through, right? So they gave me the information. I do the sourcing, I create the RFP and I do the sourcing and I send it out to the hotel, my hotel partners and CVB partners. Then I get the responses back. Then I send them to the client, right? So the client goes through all the information and see if they have any questions about any hotels, maybe the distance to where they need to be or whatever, meeting space or meals, whatever the heck it is, transportation to from airport. And, they'll let me know, and then I'll find out. If I don't know the information, I'll find out for them. Well, I gave this client all this information. This was before the holiday. Now, keep in mind that their program is at the end of this month. Okay, so I sent things to her. Did you receive, what I sent? Oh yeah, I did. I'll take a look. Blah 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 blah. Have not heard, just kind of radio silence, right? So send an email just to follow up, and a text message because I had her phone number just to follow up. Nothing, crickets. So I'm like, and that's why we charge for just the to do the RFP and all these things. And I don't understand. Well, no, I mean, you run your business the way you run your business, right? But there's a lot of people like myself that do hotel site selection and meeting planners that are independent. That sometimes they don't charge a sourcing fee, and that's what I call it. In order for me to source for you, I need this before I even move forward, because it's just basically it's your time, right? And obviously, some people don't take your time serious, right? They want the information when they want it, but they don't take your time serious. So I've started, this is several years ago when I started this, because before I would just rely on the commission from the hotel, right? So, but that's not enough, right? So yeah, I double dip, and there's a lot of people that double dip, if that's what you want to call it. So it takes time to do these things, and time is money. Just like when you're working on your job, as soon as you walk in and punch in or whatever, if your salary, as soon as you walk in the building, you're getting paid. You're on the clock, so to speak, right? So as soon as you call me and I call you back, and I say I'm going to do these things for you, well, the clock has started. So because a lot of clients will say they'll back out, like, oh well, someone else is doing it, or I found something on my own, or whatever. Well, and now your time is just you just wasted time. You didn't make any money, and they don't need you. They're not using the information that you got for them. So sometimes as a business model, we have to rethink some things and say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and charge them. And the reason why, and I didn't charge this particular client, right? Because they came as a referral from a good client of mine. One of my best clients came as a referral. So as a favor to her, I said, okay, I'll waive the fee because of the business you've given me over the years, right? So sometimes you got to do that, right? Sometimes you got to take one for the team. And I took one for the team, or I took one from my client, and this is what happens. So, moving forward, will I do this again? You know what? I guess it depends on the client, and sometimes you just do things in good faith, and sometimes you're not expecting something on the other end, but sometimes you do, right? So I guess it all depends on who the client is and if I'll do that. So anyway, enough of my woes and my problems, right? So happy new year to everybody. If you guys didn't check out yesterday's on air with Russell of Hotels, make sure you check it out. It is on LinkedIn, YouTube, and my Facebook page. So feel free to check it out. The replay is just as important as the live. So make sure you check it out. And I'm noticing that I'm getting a little glitchy uh, on the video. If anybody's out there and I look a little glitchy, let me know. Let me know I'm looking glitchy. Yeah, I don't know why that is not allowing me to go live on here on Instagram. It's just not making sense today. I mean, everything is set up the way it's supposed to be set up. Let me see. Is there anything else I could do? Is there anything else I could do? I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna delete it and see. Can I delete it? And please be patient with me. Please be patient as I do this. No, it's not allowing me to do that. I guess I can't do that once I'm already in it. Okay. I can't do it once I'm in it. I can't do it once I'm in it. Let's see if it'll do. No, it's still not doing it. You know what? It's still not doing it. All about the experiences everywhere. What does everywhere mean? I don't. What does that mean exactly? Everywhere. Let me know what that means, Miss All About the Experiences. And check it out. I'm glad you came on, Miss All About the Experiences, because I've been trying to get a hold of you. I've been reaching out, just to say a simple Happy New Year. How are you doing? How how's the family? That kind of thing. I don't want anything. I'm just calling to say hey. But sometimes people don't even return your phone calls. Okay, you know what I mean? So technology. Okay, what does technology mean? What does that mean? I'm not sure what that means either. You got to be more specific. Okay, what do you mean technology? But yeah. So I reached out just to say, "How you doing? Hey, how you doing?" I didn't get any response. In fact, you know what? This is really ticking me up. So I'm changing cameras. I'm just gonna change the camera. Okay. So this one's it's not the optimal level camera that I want, but it's not glitching like the other one. So, but anyway, I reached out to Miss All About the Experiences and didn't receive any phone calls back or anything like that. I mean, what's that all about? What if you had called me and you had something for me? I would have called you back anyway. Anyway, so real quick, this is not one of those sessions. It don't need to be like that, but it don't need to be like that. But I'm gonna try this one more time. Nope, still not. Still not. Goodness. I was at the dentist. Okay, are you still there? How long were you there? I've never been to a dental appointment that took like a week. I've never done that. Maybe that's a new thing. I don't know. But yeah, happy new year to you too. So, real quick, I did have something I want to go over. Just real quick, like I said, this is a test. I want to, like I said, I'm not putting any graphic, anything behind me or around me or scrolling. No, no. If you notice, there's no logo right there either. Technology is great and slow at the same time. Okay, yeah, I got you. I got you. So you notice there's no logo here or anything, right? So I want to see if something that made a big difference. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So yeah, so I want to see if this is going to make a difference on, my viewership. Okay, so I'm gonna try the daily check-in just to be. Um, d- you responded back. Stop it. Yeah. Okay. So no, you didn't. I have not heard from you, but that's okay. That's okay. I'll be off of this in the next, 15, 20 minutes. So maybe you can call me then and we can, have that conversation that you think that we had already. But we did not have a conversation. You did not call me back. Don't be like everyone else. Okay. Don't be like the client I was just talking about who I did all this stuff for them and they don't call me back, right? Don't be that person. Okay. But anyway, this is real quick. Why great hotels still get overlooked? You guys know I'm all about, especially this year, I'm all about visibility, um, elevating your brand, all that kind of stuff, right? I'm all about that, right? I was all about that last year, but I'm going to be more intentional this year when it comes to that. So, and everybody thinks their hotel is great and they know it exists and all that. Everybody thinks that, right? I don't care what hotel it is, what destination it is. Everyone thinks that, oh, everyone knows that we exist. Okay. We don't need that. We don't need any help with that. Everyone knows us. Okay. We're running, 100% 365, you know, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We don't need that. Okay. All right. If that's what's going on, that's fine. Gotcha. Okay. But why do great hotels still get overlooked if that's the case? Okay. One of the biggest misconceptions in hospitality is that great hotels automatically get noticed. The truth is, many excellent properties get overlooked every day, not because they lack quality, but because visibility isn't guaranteed. It is not guaranteed. Today, I want to touch on just three simple reasons why I think great hotels get missed. Okay. Because, like I said, if you're not top of mind, I don't care how great you are. I don't care anything. I just know that top of mind is top of mind. Top of mind means you're going to get, someone's going to send you an RFP because you're top of mind. But if you're not top of mind, I don't care how great you think your hotel is. There's someone out there like a Russell of hotels that I forgot about it because you're not top of mind. Because sometimes the people within that building think they're so great that they don't think they have to do anything else to gain more business. Or maybe they're just running 100% 365. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. So let's see. Number one, and I got 3 points. It's just three quick little points. So just be patient with me. Number one, they assume people already know them. Many hotels believe their brand, location, or reputation speaks for itself. But in a crowded market, If you're not consistently visible, even strong hotels fade from memory. Hmm. Okay. Number two, they rely on moments instead of consistency. A renovation, an award, or a big announcement creates attention, but only briefly. What actually keeps a hotel top of mind is steady, intentional visibility over time. So it's not like a one and done. Okay, I'm gonna do this thing one time because we got this award. We're Condé Nast, blah blah blah. And we got this. We got the President's Award. We did okay. That's fine for a moment. Okay, but what about after a month when that is all faded away, right? You need to do something. You still need to be consistent with it. Even if you just won an award, make sure you continue to post that award, or this recognition or whatever it is, or this renovation that we just did. You still have to continuously show the world that okay, you got this award, because everybody does not remember you exist. Okay, and they don't remember the award. They like, you got an award? Oh, great. What was it for again? Everyone doesn't see everything, so you have to be consistent with it. Just like me, case in point. Okay, just case in point. Russell Off Hotels. I like to think in my own head that everyone knows who I am, right? Well, that's not the case, right? So for social media and Russell of Hotels, it's not about the people who know what I do. It's about reaching the people who don't know what I do. That's the thing. So hotel people, DMO people, DMC people, you need to realize that there's other games in town, right? You're not the only game in town, right? So you have to be upfront and consistent with everything that you do. Visibility, elevating your brand, okay? Being top of mind. Those are things that you're gonna get tired of hearing me say, but guess what? That's what I'm gonna do this year. That's all I'm gonna do. That's all I'm gonna talk about. No, I'll talk about other stuff too. But anyway, number three, they don't tell their story often enough. Everybody got a story, right? I have a story too. But great hotels sometimes under communicate what makes them special. When the story isn't told clearly and repeatedly, planners and guests move on to the hotels that are easier to remember. Okay, they're gonna go with hotels that are easy to remember. Oh, the one down the street. Oh, the one that I never been there before, but yeah, I guess I'll settle on that one. That's what people will do if you're not top of mind for someone, right? Or a potential client or whatever. And we got to look at people as everybody's a potential client. Every hotel is a potential hotel. Okay. So we have to be upfront and forward about this stuff, right? We can't be passive. There's business out there, but the business is shrinking, right? So those, when a lot of these hotels, the big box hotels, they want all the big group business. Well, those things are dwindling. So there's more hotels that are fighting for that business than it used to be. Okay, because now those things are getting smaller. Now the big box hotels, because they're so big, they can take some of the big stuff. Well, those big conventions and conferences that used to happen, maybe post COVID or maybe right after COVID, those things are dwindling. So that means there's more hotels that are fighting for that business. Okay, so but the one that gets the business is pretty much probably the one that the squeaky wheel gets the oil. The one that's, I don't say necessarily in your face, but the one that's 100% or consistently being visible. The ones that are being top of mind. The ones that are elevating their brand. The ones that you see on social media. They're not afraid to post things. The ones that they have a spokesperson or whatever, someone that's maybe a sales manager or maybe a Russell of Hotels that's not afraid to talk about that hotel, to mention this is a great hotel, or tell the story about, oh, this used to be a former bank, back in the 1800s, I mean, early 1900s or late 1800s or whatever. And now it's been renovated and now it's a modern hotel and it does this and it has this and it has that. I mean, if there's a story, tell the damn story. That's what it's all about. Closing thought. Great hotels don't get overlooked because they aren't good. They get overlooked because they aren't consistently visible. Visibility isn't about noise. You ain't gotta be the one beating the drum, making the most noise. It's about intention, consistency, and staying present in the right conversations. That's what it's all about. You want to be in the conversation. Oh, you know that hotel, the one downtown San Diego. Oh, wait, I love that hotel. Whatever. I'm just throwing the hotel downtown San Diego. That's the name of the hotel. Okay, let's just say that's the name. The hotel downtown San Diego. Oh man, that's a great hotel. I love it. We just had a program there, or we just had our holiday event there, or whatever. Or someone just recommended that hotel. Someone from that hotel just came to see me. That's top of mind, right? Those things are top of mind. You have to be consistently working on your brand. Okay, that's just it. There's no other way around it, right? We like to think that you know just because we did a renovation that everybody knows we did a renovation, or we got a new director of sales and marketing, or we have a new chef, or whatever, or we got employees that have been here for 50 years, okay, and they're still working. How do we know that? That's a story, right? That's a good story to tell. But if you're the one that's keeping it close to the vest, no one else knows. No one else knows. Okay. So anyway, I guess that's it, right? I just wanted to come on real quick, do this daily check-in. I do the daily check-in Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Today is Wednesday, hump day. So thank you guys so much for letting me entertain you. And once again, this is Russell of Hotels, just in case you did not know who it is, because normally it's ticking across the screen, or I have a logo over here. Logo placement is important, right? But I'm trying something new, right? I would never do this for a client, right? I'm doing this for me because I want to see exactly if there's if this is true, that I'll get more views or whatever. If I don't put all the comments and everything on here, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see. So this is a test, right? So anyway, that is it. Tomorrow is Thursday, so that means I'll do this again, right? So maybe I'll have some information about that, and maybe not. Maybe I'll wait till next week to give you the information, or maybe I'll just do it a little bit at a time, right? So anyway, that is it. Any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me. You can do that on LinkedIn. Just go to my LinkedIn page, Russell L. Edmond, or the page that you see me on now. All my information is there, all my contact information, or just go russellofhotels.com. That is my website, which is in the process of being changed, right? As we speak, there's some work being done behind the scenes on my website, right? So I hooked up with someone yesterday that said they can do it. And I'm like, let's make it happen, right? Because that's another thing that I want to do, make it easier for me to manage, right? I mean, I'm a one-man show for the most part. So I have to be the one to manage my website, right? So, and I miss things. I miss things on my website that need to be changed, need to be updated or whatever. And if you have a different set of eyes, or a second set of eyes looking at things, then things don't fall through the cracks, right? So I made it intentional. Testing market is important. Thank you. Testing market is important. Thank you. Dejana, am I saying that right? Dejana Pagano, CMP. That means she's a certified meeting professional. Okay. She's taking the exam. It's like taking a bar exam. Okay. But it's for people in the meeting industry. Okay. So that's what it is. That's a huge distinction. So congratulations on being a CMP. I'm not a CMP. Okay. I am not a CMP. Because you got to dedicate time to take that exam. Okay. It's not easy. It takes time. It's whole study sessions and all that kind of stuff. So I appreciate that. In fact, let me put your comments on the screen here. Boom. Testing market is important. Thank you. See, that's what I'm talking about, right? So that's what happens when you come on or you show that you're there. I'm going to put, at the minimum, I'm going to give you a shout out, and I'm going to put you on the screen so the whole world can see. There you go. And then she made another comment. She said, yes, meaning I was right on, on the CMP distinction. I mean, that's a huge distinction in the industry. So if you have an opportunity to do that, you should take advantage of that. And I don't know why I never did. I really don't know why. But I know it's important. It's important to have that distinction if you have time to put it. But it does take a lot of time. It is a commitment. So, and where are you located, Miss Pagano? that's one thing I want to make sure that I do this year, more this year. Ask people where they are, because I just want to know where people tune in from. I'm in Los Angeles, okay. Miss All About the Experiences is in San Diego. Miss Pagano, where are you? I just want to know. I just want to know. I don't need the address and all that. I just the city that you're in, okay. That's all I need. Okay, so I'm gonna give her a second to possibly give me that information, and that way, like I said, I just want to know. I'm just being nosy. That's all. Um, well, maybe she's not there anymore because it does it take that long to type. Where you are. I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, let me see if I have anything else while I'm waiting for Miss Dejana. I like that name too. Dejana Pagano. I love that name. I think that's a pretty name. But anyway, so I guess she doesn't have time to respond, because it's all about engagement anyway, and I love the engagement from people. In fact, let's see. Do I have any other comments I can put on the screen? Uh, let's go. Let's see what Miss. This is what Miss. All about the experiences said. She said, "Happy New Year! Thank you so much. I appreciate that." And her other comments were, "Technology is great and slow at the same time." So I think she was talking about my technology. Um, that made a big difference. Yeah, because I was using another camera. Okay, there she is. See, I was trying to buy some time. Okay, so I got the time. Okay, she's in Denver. You know what? Denver is one of my favorite cities as far as meetings concerned. I love doing meetings in Denver for whatever reason. I'm not sure why, but I've done a couple programs there at the Halcyon. Am I saying that right? Halcyon. I want to say it's called the Halcyon. I've done a program there. I've done a program at the is it a JW? I think there's a JW there too that I've done programs there. She lost a signal. I lost signal for a minute. Oh, okay. No worries. Was that on my end or was that on your end? Because I need to know. Um, did you lose a signal on your end, or you lost a signal because you lost me? I mean, I just want to know. I just want to know. And no worries. I mean, stuff happens. I get it. So, but yeah, no, I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate the comments. And we're about to get off of here. And once again, she's in Denver. So we got somebody. Oh, okay. The Halcyon's yeah, I want to say yeah, it was a Halcyon, and I did it at the JW. There's a Sheraton downtown as well. Um, that I've done a smaller program there as well. So yeah, Denver, I love Denver, and I don't have a problem with the airport being like 100 miles from downtown. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I remember the old airport in Denver. Okay, the old one, was it called Stapleton? Denver Stapleton Airport. I don't know if that. I don't know if my memory serves me correctly. I think that's what it was called. I remember back then, before they built the new one, new it was new, back then, but the one that's out in the middle of nowhere, and I thought that was the best thing in the world for them to do. Yeah, it takes about an hour to get to certain parts of Denver, but that's all right. I didn't have a problem with that. So yeah, Halcyon is a great hotel. So anyway, that is it. I do this Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. This is a daily check-in. I also do a show on air with Russell of Hotels. That was yesterday, right? So I did show number 326, 326 shows that I've done. And it's all 100% about hospitality. Okay. Meetings, hotels, um, DMCs, CVBs, DMOs, whatever, restaurants, whatever, non-meat eats. You guys know I don't eat meat, right? I'm all plant-based. Let's just say plant-based. I would say vegan, but vegan is a whole lifestyle. Okay, it's not just the food; it's a whole lifestyle. And my lifestyle is not vegan. My dietary needs are vegan, right? So I'm 100% plant-based. Okay, so that's what I eat, and I'll say, I'll throw vegan out there every now and then, but I'm all about the non-meat eats. So the term non-meat eats, if you ever heard that, That came from me. Hashtag non-meat eats. So and she said, now a beautiful neighborhood, Stapleton. Yes, 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 yes. And it says, I'm breaking up. You are breaking up, unfortunately. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been having, I changed my router, and I'm glad you're telling me that. My router got changed a couple of days ago, and I'm thinking that it was a good thing, but now you're telling me that it's a bad thing. So, I have to work on that. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. And that's it. So you guys have a great day. Once again, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, daily check-in on air with Russell of Hotels every Tuesday at 1 o'clock PST. So until tomorrow, you guys have a great day. Thank you again, Miss Dejana Pagano, for coming on, and Miss Cheryl Rogers with all about the experiences. I appreciate you. And in fact, I'm going to call you right now. So anyway, you guys have a great day. Happy Hump Day. And as always,